Well, Dean Hanson, thanks so much for coming in. So mid-'80s, 1986, right? And you're looking for a new job, and you're in Fort Wayne, Indiana. What about the Albuquerque Journal brought you here?
Well, I was aware of the photography the Journal did back in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I attended a photojournalism workshop in Missouri, and I met a couple of guys from the Albuquerque Journal. It seemed like a real different world. I'm originally from farm country, Fort Wayne, Minnesota, Grand Forks, and I thought, if I'm ever going to make a real change in my life, this would be the time to do it. I had never been to New Mexico. I didn't really know anybody, but I thought, this sounds like a great opportunity to really make a different change in my life.
And boy, did it turn out that way, I'm sure.
Who knows how it happened? You just show up for work one day and all of a sudden it's 35 years later and you go, where did that go? It was so much fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's one of those things that I think it's hard to explain to people. Why do you do this? Why do you keep doing this when the industry is shrinking or something like that? But
you know, it's so funny. I have seen so many changes over the years. When I was a kid, I started out shooting pictures with a Polaroid camera. It was called a Polaroid Swinger. And you'd pull out the little photos and look at them. Well, that's pretty cool. I eventually got a real camera through high school, shooting 120 roll film, 35 millimeter, color slide, color negative, digital, scanning. It's changed a lot. I don't see it changing as much from here on out.
Sure, yeah, that switch from film to digital was massive. Well, you've been kind enough to share some of your favorite images, some notable images, some ones that make you laugh. So if you'd indulge us, we'll just sort of go through them. Johnny Tapia, I mean, I don't know that there's a more iconic New Mexican for a lot of people. Tell us about this one.
You know, he had a lot of trouble, but to anybody who knows him or knew of him, he was a great guy. I happened to go down to Ruidoso at one time. He has his own gym down there. And every time he'd see me, he'd give me a hug and call me brother. And I'm like, Johnny, really? I'm just a camera guy. And he goes, no, it's always great to see you. So he was a really good soul.
Yeah, what a, you know, there's no one in that business, I'm sure, without ego, but that also gets foisted upon you. You get nicknames, and next thing you know, you have your mural at your own gym.
Yes, I think I'm going to do that at home.
There you go, that's great. So this next one, this was actually not in New Mexico, right?
This was in Denver, I want to say 1993, when Pope John Paul II came to, I believe it was the World Youth Day. It was a series of meetings for Catholic youth in Denver. And of course, it was quite a deal waiting in the pouring rain to see who was going to show first. Apparently there's a protocol. One lands, one hides, one gets off the plane, then the other comes out.
Interesting.
But the youth were so enthusiastic, they wouldn't stop applauding. And that's when the president turned and applauded him too.
That's great, and clearly touched by it.
Yeah.
Is it? I know those kinds of events are so ordered and so formal that it's sometimes hard to get the feel of the event because you're just sort of in this little pen. Were you able to sort of?
Well, you know, when you wait so long and it rains, then kind of all bets are off because, well, maybe we will get something different. You never know. It's the variables that make it interesting.
Sure. So this next one, I love this one. So this is Gary Carruthers, right?
Yes, Gary Carruthers. Oh, that must have been in the 80s. He and his wife were taking a tour of New Mexico in his classic Mustang in order to promote tourism in the state. And up at Coronado Monument, he got to try on the Conquistadors outfit.
Okay. We were laughing when we talked about this before. It's sort of Dukakis in the tank almost.
Right, but he's always such a good character. a very nice guy, and he was up for anything photo-wise. Maybe not as cautious as people are today.
Sure, yeah, yeah, absolutely. And this next one is an example of that. So this is obviously an elementary school, must have been here in Albuquerque.
Yes, I think this was Read to Me Day, and the governor was reading Green Eggs and Ham to these students, and it made such a nice picture. She had her hat on too, but she set it on the floor and took it off when she saw the camera. I thought, well, I really would like you with your hat on, but they make decisions. That's the difference between her and Gary Johnson, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
Gary Carruthers.
Oh, yeah, sure. And I recall, when John Kerry came through here, Bill Richardson took him through one of just kind of the touristy Western shops.
Right.
And somebody was telling me a story about he grabbed a hat, a cowboy hat, and started to put it on, and then thought better of it and set it down.
Yes, they calculate
Yeah, so
everything.
it doesn't matter the party, that's for sure. Well, obviously there are going to be some somber ones in here. So this is Oklahoma City. How back in the day, newspapers, especially the Langs, because they had access to a plane of their own, they would go everywhere. They would send
Right.
it everywhere, right?
And it was a real interesting when you'd get a phone call and say, you got to head to Qatar Aviation right now. They're getting the jet fueled up. And you always knew what it was, because if it was big, we were going to go.
Sure.
Oklahoma City was, people there were concerned that their city would get a bad reputation because this happened there. I was pretty astonished. I heard a radio station call out for knee pads, elbow pads, gloves for the rescue workers. And this went to this lot, and this mountain of equipment just appeared. And I shared that story and said, do you really think us telling this story is going to hurt the reputation of your city?
Absolutely. Sure. So here they're clearing floors, you said, and they would hang that flag out. Is
Yes, once there was no one left
cleared?
on it.
Sure. So here's one, a real notable event that I didn't clue into until you walked me through this picture, but this was sometime after, right?
Yes, this was in the aftermath of Katrina in New Orleans. And the only telltale thing is that oily line on the building. These two gentlemen are rehabbing, I guess it was a daycare center.
Okay.
And they were taking a break, and something about that line told me, was kind of iconic of how deep the water had been there.
Sure, sure. Well, we one of the things that you notice is you have an eye for regular people, and this is a great one. You're laughing because everyone knows where this fence is in Albuquerque, right?
This is probably the most photographed fence in Albuquerque. All the staffers have done it. I've done it with homeless people pushing shopping carts, people on bicycles, people walking by with umbrellas in the rain. I just love this fence. The simplicity of it just catches your eye all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Great stuff. This one, of course, the legislature.
Actually, this is a group of clowns waiting for maybe 4th of July parade to begin in Rio Rancho years ago. I may be the only person that loves clowns, but I just think they're so cool.
That's great. Yeah, just this moment of regularity with them is a lot of fun. This one, of course, just the juxtaposition of voting a couple days after Halloween.
Yeah, in the old Rio Rancho was at the Civic Center auditorium. They'd had a haunted house in there the week before, but they left the painting on the wall, and so I saw a picture there. You just move it around and get the arrow in the right place.
Right, exactly. This one I love. How did you see this?
The thing is, I saw him every day, every school day. He was a crossing guard, and he'd stand there and jam out to his own music. The crossing sign bothered me a little. I should have cropped that out, and then I thought, no, that tells the whole story of why he's there.
Sure, sure. And yeah, it's fantastic, definitely. Some of these are just really terrific. This one, of course. There's a great story behind this. We're
Okay,
of course,
so-
almost out of time, but go ahead.
Okay. No, I pulled into the Taco Bell and saw the guy painting, and I saw him come down 2 windows over, and I thought, oh, I missed the picture. And then he moved the ladder to the next window and did that one, moved it. By then I'm out, realizing my cheesy potato burrito can wait, and then I shot this picture.
That's terrific.
But to see it come together, when I first saw him coming down, oh, he's finished, I mixed it. And then he moved it to the next window. Oh, okay, I'll take this.
That's a happy moment for sure. He must have loved that.
Yes.
That's wonderful. This one, of course, especially now, you're not going to go a year without shooting celebrities or some sort of movie set.
Right. And this was Ray Seahorn and Bob Odenkirk shooting Better Call Saul. And I don't think what comes across on their TV show is how much these two enjoy working together. They genuinely have a chemistry and work off each other.
And this is after a scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
The camera isn't rolling.
That's terrific. Dean, we're almost out of time, but I want to get to, I'll go through some of these, and we'll take some time
Right.
And do a web extra. But some of your court shots, obviously here with Nigel Benner, here with an aunt of a victim. But this shot, this is one that really gets me as being.
Yes, and we've seen this so many times in the court when a young offender is accused of a serious crime and the pain in his mother's face. We don't know the backstory, but this is something we don't always realize is how much this hurts the family, you know, of the accused, not just the victim's family. So.
And you see that in a courtroom a lot. You know, it's a fairly sterile environment, but there is emotion to be found, certainly.
Yes, there is.
Man. Well, Dean, thank you so much. As I said, we'll take some extra time and we'll put that online for folks and get through the rest of these. But thank you.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed talking with you again, Matt.
You bet.